guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. Today is Friday, July 21st, 2023. Welcome to another eBay video. I decided to start the video out here today because there's a very rare guest called the sun. You wouldn't believe this, but this morning we had rain and heavy thunderstorms. We're going to have more thunderstorms later today, but we have a little break right now with the sun, so I figured I would shoot some of the video outside and enjoy my very rare guest, the sun. However, we will have to go inside because I have a bunch of screenshots I have to show you. So let's get started. Today I want to talk about negative feedback. I also want to talk about eBay immediate payment not working even when we're told we will be paid immediately. That's what I'm going to show you the screenshots on later. And I also want to talk a little bit about the new USPS Ground Advantage and my experiences with same over the last week or so. And I think I'm going to get started with that topic right now. Last week, the post office debuted a new service called USPS Ground Advantage. I had to take advantage of this service myself, or at least try it out, because I ran into a glitch with shipping UPS and FedEx labels over a week ago. And I can't really get into that now because that's a whole nother story for a whole different video. And I will get to that when I have a chance. Anyway, I was able to print out post office labels with no problem. So I decided to try out the new Ground Advantage on day one and for the entire week. I found a good news, bad news situation. The good news is their rates are fair and competitive. I have no complaint with their rates. The bad news is the service is poor. It is slow, and they're not scanning the items along the way. I and other people that I know have had several complaints from customers wanting to know why they didn't get their items by the eBay estimated delivery date and why there are no scans along the way. I double-checked into this myself, and the customers are telling the truth. There are no scans at all being made on this service. Meaning, when I go to my local post office here in Oradell, they will scan the item to show that I brought it to them. So the initial scan is fine. But if I'm sending something from here, let's say to California, at no time during the trip will there be a scan. And some of these customers are impatient as hell. They want to know why they're not getting their item and why it's not showing up taking the journey along the way. Also, the items are tending to arrive later than eBay's estimated delivery date. Right now, I think I have 2 cases open against me for item not received. And I'm not talking about the item being 1 day late. I'm talking about the item being 7 days late. And it looks like it just fell off the charts. So I am warning you guys. If you're going to use the new USPS Ground Advantage service, be prepared for slow service and no scans. Be prepared for customers to be getting on your case, wondering why they haven't received their items. And you know, you can't blame the customer on this because it's understandable. However, I myself don't track anything when I'm making a purchase on eBay. If I buy something today, and let's say it's supposed to be here, let's just say next Friday, I don't think about it. Now, if it's not here by the following Wednesday, then and only then will I check the tracking. I certainly wouldn't be one of these nervous Nellies to track it along the way. Oh, where is it? Where is it? No, man. I've got plenty of more important things to do than that. I don't understand why people do that, but again, we have to deal with the hand that we're dealt. So I'm just telling you now, be forewarned. Now that my glitch has been solved, I am right back to UPS. I am done with USPS Ground Advantage for all my large items. However, I will use it for my small, what we used to call first class items, anything under a pound. I'm still using it for those small items. Okay? Prices are reasonable. Yes, it's going to take time, but usually people with small items are a little bit more patient than people who buy something in a 17 by 17 by 8 inch box. That's just what I found. All right, we got that out of the way. Next topic, negative feedback. This is something that strikes fear in the heart of any good eBay seller. And guess who got an unwarranted negative feedback on yesterday? Anybody want to guess? Cute Joey. Do you know what the person said? The person bought an alloy wheel center cap from me for $15. That's 15, 1 5. $15. Gets it, and he bought the wrong one. His mistake, and he writes in the negative feedback, "This item does not fit my vehicle. I just wasted $15, or something to that effect. Now keep in mind, I take returns for any reason for 30 days. Yet, rather than return it, this person, I'm going to try and keep it G-rated, this person left me negative feedback. So, before I call concierge, I decided to see what kind of feedback he left for his other sellers. His feedback rating was 11. Usually when you see a low feedback, that's not great news. He left a total of 3 feedbacks for his sellers. Negative for Cute Joey, negative for another seller, and positive for another seller. So 2 bad, 1 good. I showed it to eBay Concierge. They removed it immediately. I mean, if it took 2 minutes, that's a long time. And I explained to the representative, as I have in the past to other representatives, I said, can you explain to me why I am getting more negative feedbacks in the year 2022 and 2023 than I have in all my prior years combined? While I'm on the topic about haters, let me just tell you a little related story about returns. As you probably know, a person who buys something on eBay can return it for any reason at all. Wrong size doesn't fit, just didn't like it, found a better price. Or they can lie like a rug in some cases and say item not as described, or item doesn't match the pictures in the listing, etc., etc. We all know that. That's a given. What I don't get is why some buyers go out of their way to write a 3-paragraph essay on why they don't like the item, and why they also, the same people, go ahead and take 6 or 7 pictures of the exact same item I sent them. I know what the item looks like. I mean, you don't have to show me. So I had this guy bought something from me, and he didn't like the condition of it. You know, he said, well, I couldn't see in the pictures that it looked like this, looked like that. And I mean, just a whole 3 paragraphs berating me. And then in the last paragraph, he said, I want you to give me a good reason why you sent me these items in this condition, or I'm going to consider returning them. Why? Why would any rational adult say something like that? Now, if they don't like it and they want to return it, I get it. It happens, all right? This is e-commerce. But why do you waste time and energy writing 3 hateful paragraphs and all those pictures? I firmly believe that these people are lonely. And of course, it happens in the middle of the night. And I believe that they just want to establish a relationship with another human being. Unfortunately, I am not in the market for pen pals right now. I have a lot of local friends and I really don't need to be conversing with them. So I wrote back to him and basically said, well, sir, good news and bad news. Good news, you don't have to worry about the return. You go right ahead and send it back to me right now, and I'll be more than happy to accept the return for any reason. But the bad news, I gotta be honest with you, sir. Can you justify why you would spend time writing 3 paragraphs about why you don't like the item and then threaten to return the item instead of just returning the item? Now, I'd like to get to the main topic of the video, which means we got to go inside now. Okay, guys, please pay strict attention to the screen as I walk you through this. This happened yesterday, which was Thursday the 20th at 10:13 a.m. Look on top and you'll see it, 10:13 a.m. I received a best offer of $45. And it clearly says we'll automatically charge the buyer once you accept the offer. The item was what I call a dog item, and I will gladly take $45 because I'm getting paid immediately. Or am I? I accepted the offer instantly at 10:13 a.m. and of course no payment was forthcoming. But do you want to see what did come? You want to see? A cancellation. Now look at the time. 10:34 a.m. Remember, I accepted the offer at 10:13 a.m. That's 21 minutes later. Now, I don't know, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm screwed up in the head or something. Immediate payment means immediate payment. There is no reason this should have allowed to even happen, because once it got to be 10:13 and 55 seconds and I had accepted the offer, payment should have been rendered to me. Okay, maybe not within 50 seconds, but within, let's just say, 2 or 3 minutes. What happens here is 21 minutes elapsed with no payment forthcoming, and the buyer was able to cancel. I did accept the cancellation because I had not shipped it yet and I hadn't printed anything, but along with the cancellation comes blockage. Anyone that cancels gets automatically blocked. So I'd be interested in hearing your opinion as to how this could even happen. As I said in a video a few days ago, guys, this has been happening numerous times to me. And if you remember when I made the video earlier in the week and I told you about it, I swear to God, 2 hours after I made that video, it happened again. Something is broken. Something is very wrong. I thought you guys would enjoy this actual demonstration of eBay immediate payments not being made. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. Rock on and peace.